Hello, engineers and extraterrestrials. Yes, I am indeed still on this bullshit, and I will not get off this bullshit until I have seen every quest and NPC that this game has to offer, and until I've found a way to finally screw over the capitalists. We have been given... Lovely. We have been given a little bit of a quest to help grab some new parts for the radiators on this currently rather toasty and soon-to-be cooking spaceship. A lot of people on here, maybe don't want all of them to die, and plus, maybe I could get paid, would be nice. So, we are heading below decks, which are apparently filled with bandits and other unsavory characters. That was a propaganda poster about me, wasn't it? Oh, McCready is down here.
From above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
Why does that guy sound like Rick from Rick and Morty? Hi.
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one.
He's got a
captain.
Glasgow smile. You're only getting out of this alive if you play nice.
Woo, look at the courage on this one. Lay it on me, boss. Give me a taste of that fiery primal spirit.
I'm here for some parts. Junlei sent me.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew.
What are you doing to that poor engineer?
We were just sitting in a circle, sucking down exhaust fumes and toasting to the memory of our brain cells, making this broken angel fly again.
So I can grab that part then.
You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifice.
I am starting to get the
prophecy.
feeling that the tribute
Shit
I'm
like
going to
that.
give you is laser fire to your face, but... Those parts are leaking deadly toxins. Just come back after you're dead.
Under its skin, this ship is all poison and darkness. Lead bones, asbestos muscle.
He fancies himself a poet, huh?
Maybe you're right. You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. My crew won't get in your way.
Good. Thanks, McCready. One more thing, though.
Neighbor from above. What brings you to my little moonlight kingdom?
I saw your letter from Rizzo. Galactic mushroom sounds like a great beverage.
They rejected it again, didn't they? I thought I could take my fungus garden and go corporate, you know? Damn. Well, maybe I'm better off.
Rizzos wouldn't know innovation if it bit him on their backsides. You're a natural inventor, Mr. McCready. Don't let him get you down.
Kind of you to say, engine gal. You're a lighter in dark times.
So how did you end up back here?
Ship got impounded. The crew and I racked up a debt while we were grounded, and my baby got sold to Sublight. Scrapped for parts. That's bureaucracy for you. Piracy with a smile.
Sounds a lot like what happened to me.
Am I your dark reflection? Shit, must be getting old. Stay here too long, and the groundbreaker drains you like a fuel tank.
So there's a bounty on your head, and I would like to claim the reward.
Listen to the fire of those convictions. This one's hungry for justice. Alive or dead? Rare or medium? What's it gonna be? How do you want me cooked, bounty hunter?
No need for violence. Give me your lighter, and the bounty disappears.
My flame? Shit. Little Flick here got me started on the pyro path. Fine. He's yours. Give him a good home.
Don't worry, Mr. McRed. We'll treat Mr. Flick extra nice on account of he's your friend.
You call your lighter Little Flick?
I'll miss my baby pyro, but it beats losing my head. This court needs its king, and I'm one of a kind.
Wait. The engraving on here. Does this say Sanita on it?
Keen eyes you got there. Sanita gave me this lighter. We had a carnal understanding a few years back.
Oh,
She
dear.
wanted me to have something to remember her by.
Oh, dear. Well, be seeing you.
Come and go in my little kingdom. Just try not to piss off any of the gestures.
When I look at you, all I see is light.
Indeed. Well, better not piss them off, because it seems to me like there's a lot of them. Okay, am I hidden here? Am I properly hidden? I am. Nice. Shit. I wasn't.
What do you think you're doing?
I was just leaving.
All right, scram.
Wasn't quite properly hidden. But it seems like there's, like, arrangements made that you probably could sneak your way through if you're a little careful.
Red gave me a taste of the good stuff. I've been tripping for days.
Careful with that shit. You'll end up as crazy as he is.
It takes crazy to live in this universe. Crazy cosmos. Crazy cosmos. Ah, got a swollen tongue again.
Alright. Well, there should be plenty of stuff to loot now that we don't have to shoot our way through the place. Ugh, although maybe Junlei would have preferred it if we shot our way through. Still...
They're just tilling the soil. Besides,
My backside's still smarts. Does everyone get branded when they join McRed's crew?
nope. Your ass is a priceless canvas now that it's home to an original McRed.
I guess I'm honored.
Junior mycologist's log. When I settled on Groundbreaker, I thought this would be my gateway to the stars, the beginning of my epic tale as a spacer. Now I grow shrooms for a bunch of outlaws. Not even for selling, they just eat the damn things by the handful. Some of the crew have been tripping for weeks. Suppose it could be worse. Heard of a sublight contractor who got dissolved in chemicals and flushed down waste treatment for stealing from Lilia. Now McCred, he's always happy to see me, calls me his fungus lad. Update. McCred just set a man on fire for having his laces undone. Shit. Maybe I need to be more careful about what I'm growing. Ought to find something that calms him down. Time to experiment. Combat drones, too. Jesus. Yeah, I'm pretty happy I don't have to
Live free, die free.
shoot my way through all these people. Alright. Let's see if we can find that engineer.
You get that automech patch? McRed wants it up and running.
I'm trying to think of a good name before I wake it up.
Don't give it a name. What do you think? Bullshit.
Wake up. There's no such thing as pizza. It's all open-faced pasta.
You've been getting into the boss's special stash again, haven't you?
Open-faced pasta. Okay. I have a suspicion that Sanita only really...
Yume's gonna be pleased as pie when we show her these.
that she only really wanted the lighter back because it's a reminder. Of, that one little, mistake. Ooh, hello. Another thing I really don't want to have to fight. Well, managed to talk my way through. I was complaining about this earlier.
Imagine being frozen for 10 years, sailing through space in a room such as this.
Yes. Okay. No one in here. No one sees me. Oh, I can grab a plasma rifle. But yes, I can in fact imagine that. I can imagine it quite vividly. Where's that engineer? On the other hand, do I even want to know?
Smells kind of like old Mess's outflow pipes.
No sign of the poor bastard. Kinda wish I could have found the engineer. That would have been cool. Oh well. Let's just get out of here. And get those parts back where they're needed. So the thing is, a lot of this game, I feel like a lot of this game, if it had been published by Bethesda, for example, just wouldn't have made it through censorship, really. Excuse me a sec.
You're a deft hand with a nightmare.
A bunch of parts. Get in here. And I'm overloaded again. I'm so good at getting myself overloaded. No, I want the axe. I want to keep the axe, because, like, it's an axe. It's, like, just an axe. Do need to sell some stuff soon, though.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed.
Well, I got the parts on the radiator. What now?
Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Well, can't talk my way past those. Define, slight.
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
Well, I'll make my way
Don't
down there.
worry, we'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
Okay, then. The maintenance goes on. So Kurt Vonnegut once said that one of the fundamental flaws in the human character is that everybody wants to build, but nobody wants to do maintenance. Even more critical damage. Sure. Why not? I'm gonna need it for these guys.
Where the hell have you been, Private? You've missed 3 shifts without notice.
I was fixing that toilet you sent me to repair. The one above the Lost Hope.
That was days ago.
The fucking door. It locked behind me. And it wasn't until this freighter captain found me that I...
You're lucky the chief would have my ass if I spaced you. Now get back to work, Private.
Right away, sir. Suppose it's time to reevaluate.
Keep your wits about you down there. I don't want to clean crispy freelancer bits out of the radiator.
Yeah, yeah. I like that there's that little follow-up to the poor man trapped in the toilet. He was... Oh, God, the stains, like the smears on the floor.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators. You don't need to kill the mesh pillars, but I'd be mighty grateful if you did. I've got this thing about giant insects.
Indeed. Is it where you hate them and you want them all to die all the time? Because I've got that.
I have your back, Captain. Got him!
Well, poison seems to work on them. What am I hearing? What am I hearing? Huh. Presumably more of them in some adjacent areas. Let me just reload my shotgun. But yeah, ammo is not a problem anymore. At all.
Real slick.
Okay, got rid of that one. Guess that was the one I was hearing. This kind of reminds me that I am, despite everything, still kind of curious about Cyberpunk.
Strong tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak past.
Oh,
if you can.
good.
Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
Sneaking it is. Okay. Not sure sneaking is gonna, strictly speaking, be an option, actually. Well, shit. Okay. All right. Yeah. Not sure sneaking is necessarily an option, but let's see. Let's try it. Let's give it a shot. Let's roleplay as someone who doesn't want to fight a bunch of robot soldiers right now. Yup. There's one. Can't see me at the range, though. But that one might. Shit. Okay. Would you get out of my way? Oh, now they're all on me. He's not dead, though, right? He's only going to stay down until I deal with whatever's attacking me, right? Shh. Yeah, okay, good. Alright. Should have probably healed sooner than that. Well, we got him. But at what cost? Actually, come to think of it, Vicar, you should probably be using an electric weapon right now. And Parvati, so should you. So let's set you to melee range. You know, I have a feeling that my little sneaking project would have come to an end down those particular, that particular ladder anyway.
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command that says, cycle droplet pumps.
Yeah, no way I was going to be able to do that.
Nice hit!
That's the last of them!
Yeah, no way around it. I had to fight them. And let's open up that door. And grab whatever other salvage we can get down here. And... logs. Cobbled together. The staff is getting restless. Workaround half-cocked solutions are all we've got to mend Groundbreaker's bones. In many cases, we can't revive one system without cannibalizing another. Grandma lived with that reality, and so will I. I can rally our spirits, but what happens when I'm not around? Groundbreaker's real test will be seeing if our independence outlasts me. I'll take that bet. Fluid circulation pump terminal. Found some of Chi's Goying's old schematics. Groundbreaker must have taken a beating during the crossing because she spent half of her career patching it up. Lots of corners cut when they put this place together. Among her papers, I also found the layout of a hangar that doesn't match any of my docks. Something might have gotten sealed off along the way, like blood cells isolating an infection. I hate to put sentiment down in print, but every time I open a panel or find some workaround in the guts of this old bird, it's like... I can feel you reaching out to me from the past, Grandma. Well, reminder, non-expendable personnel must exit the maintenance shaft before activating the cycling protocol.
Done. The temperatures are dropping.
Cycling successful.
Stop by once you found a way out. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
Well, people aren't cooking anymore. That's a good day's work for me.
Hooray! I am a hero!
Archived logs. Arrival confirmation. Propulsion plant, master circuit, auxiliary. To HSB Earth HQ, transmitted via probe, archived at source. It is my honor to report that Groundbreaker has successfully arrived at the Lagrange point, having released our cargo of prefab housing, settlers, and supplies to their intended colony worlds. May they prosper and expand. Now that stages 1 and 2 of the mission have been carried out, my family will take ownership of the Groundbreaker as specified in our contract, keeping the ship in active duty as an independent trading post, repair stop, and cargo bay. I'd be remiss if I closed this transmission without sending my hopes and best wishes back to Earth. There's so much ahead of us, but we'll never forget what we left behind. Now a stern reminder. Some very rich and unsavory elements among our colonial neighbors seem to have the wrong idea about why I flew us out here. It wasn't for a 9-figure blood money salary and a Spacer's Choice logo stamped on my ass. It wasn't to nickel and dime passing ships out of their last bit. Groundbreaker has no role in the success or failure of Halcyon's corporate entities, period. I negotiated that understanding and clearly outlined it in writing before I ever set foot on the ship. If anyone wants to dispute or compromise our independence, they will answer to a Tennyson. We are a family operation. Even when the last Tennyson falls, Groundbreaker will remember us and defend its freedom accordingly. Fucking rock on, lady. Stick it to the corporate assholes.
Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now. Lots of good people can rest easy because of you.
What was that about back at Junlei's?
Well, I didn't expect her to be so tall. And did you see the size of her arms?
Ah, well now. It sounds like you have a crush on her.
What? No. Maybe? I don't... It's like somebody reached into my head and pulled out what I didn't know I wanted.
It's a
You know how hard
crush.
it is to find anybody who likes working with tools in a little town like Edgewater?
Sounds like you're not sure how you feel.
I just met her. How could I be? Alls I know is, I want to talk with her more. Did you see how everybody on Groundbreaker listens to Junlei? She's just, here's how to fix it. And they trust her. It's just, she's calm and knows what to do. I wish I was half so confident.
You should be. Well, we'll talk later.
By verity, by strength. What are we contemplating today?
Oh, what an asshole you are. Anyway. Ooh, Junlei. Yeah.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Nice. What's it like being a commander around here?
Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
The ship is a family business?
Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gaying, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer.
Was it a big change that, well, actually, condolences, Junlei. I'm sure those were big shoes to fill.
Appreciate it. There wasn't much that took me by surprise about the job, but the little things you never expect or think about, they add up over time. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
Parvati here could always help you shoulder the burden.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out.
Aren't you a little young to be training a successor?
You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when.
Well, back to my other questions. Let's not ask about a self-destruct mechanism. That's rather insensitive. You don't have a lot of faith in the board.
You're right. I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
Well, you must not like Udom Bedford very much.
I like to think of myself as a nice person, but if that gaudy embassy of his was on fire, I might hold my breath a moment before activating the sprinkler system.
Savage.
The board wants control over Groundbreaker, and leeches like Udom Bedford will do anything to please their corporate masters.
Yeah, he's a bootlicker. How do you keep the board at a safe distance?
I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change.
Well, back to my other questions.
Got my attention.
We'll be on our way. Ooh, nice. And even they get perks now. Yes. Let's get the unique Parvati perk, actually. Like, we should get the unique ones. Prioritize those. Okay. So... I'm tempted towards these. Because, like, God, I want to be faster, but I should probably get that. Ooh, that opens up the next tier. Increases the range at which all interactable objects around you highlight without requiring you to look directly at them. Oh, that's nice. More dialogue skills. Okay, well, when you have no companions in your party, I see. Not doing that, then. Health restored per kill, companion ability cooldown. Uh-huh. Lots of stuff to reset their abilities, which makes sense, because I should really use those more. I really should. I say, as I'm going to be consistently forgetting to use them for a while still. Right. Now what? Oh yeah, I should claim the bounty reward for the guy I didn't kill. Well, what a story he had to tell about the two of them.
CNP worst. It's not the worst.
Do.
How goes the hunt? I've been ruminating on it, and I decided, if you ain't killed McRed yet, I want you to hurt him a little before you do. Nothing excessive, mind you, but the scoundrel deserves a light beating at least before he kicks off.
Oh, definitely some lovers scorned there. Does this have anything to do with your, carnal understanding?
He tell you that, did he? I might have kicked his ass from one end of the groundbreaker to the other a few years back. Whatever he reads into that is his business.
Well, Captain McCready is completely dead. Here is his lucky lighter as proof.
Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like you in the future.
What bounties do you have available?
With that bastard McRed dead, there ain't much else in the offing. Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
Yep, he's super dead, and you'll never find out that he's not dead. That's not a thing you'll ever... There's no way you could possibly ever find out. Or know. So, what do we do next? Let's see. Weapons from the Void, that's the... Oh, that's the science weapons thing. And apparently I know where that science weapon is. In this direction somewhere. Oh, right, it's because I need to get notes from Gladys.
Gracious. I was just sitting down for tea.
I wanted to talk about that opportunity you mentioned.
Yes, dearie?
Ah, well, thanks for your time.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
So, is there some way I could get, like, literally everybody in the room to look the other way? For a moment? Just, like, for a sec? Like, just not see me? Not see me at all?
Something going on. What do you think you're... Best make yourself scarce now.
Watch out, Captain!
Yeah, no, I didn't think so. Didn't think so. Yeah, fine. Whatever. I'll have to find a better way to... Blah. Because it's not like I can pickpocket her either without everybody noticing. Like, that lady's looking directly at me.
Huh? What do you think you're doing?
Yeah, fine.
Don't let me catch you around here.
Fine, fine, fine. That little graphic we saw on the the loading screen there. Do notice that it's supposed to unravel into a building that we never saw anywhere when we were down there. Like, the buildings don't unravel into something that actually looks like buildings. They stay shipping containers forever. Ooh, shock cannon. That sounds nice. Why am I seeing... Oh, right, because I told them to go somewhere.
On my way.
So, inventory. Let's see, shock cannon then. That would come in extreme handy. Against those robots I fought earlier. Oh well. Can I not sort this stuff? No?
Regularly scheduled.
Right, oh, he's got vending machines here. I should probably make use of them. Sell my junk first. And then... maybe some of these weapons that I'm never gonna use. Let's see. Like this, that, and this, and that, and that. And this. And now armor. That'll do. Cool. Right. Science weapon. So I need... if I want the science weapon, I have to get some schematics or something from her. But she's pretty fucking well protected, so... not gonna happen. So let's go talk to Dr. Dorset in the sick bay. Should have done that earlier, when we acquired that latest party member.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain?
Yep.
If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
Wheeler says your shipment won't be coming in soon.
He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate.
Who's Irion?
Our delivery man. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits.
What do you need the mechanicals for?
Surgery, mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to come by on Groundbreaker.
Why's that?
The board won't let their doctors and nurses station here, and they own all the medical schools. If we can't hire their people, we can't hire anyone. Everyone on staff here on Groundbreaker was trained by me or Idris. We're good, don't get me wrong. But we've only 2 heads between us, and we don't know everything.
I could try and find him.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Nice.
Hello.
Junlei called up from engineering. Said I should let you buy medical supplies from our stores.
I would
Now, is
appreciate
there
it.
something I can help you with?
Yes, let me see what you
A better
got.
selection than you'll find on the promenade deck, and a quality commensurate with a friend of the station.
Let's see. Lab assistant coats. Medical headgear. Healing. Okay, nothing I need. At least not yet. I don't feel like I've any reason to rely on, Salvager in the sky. Oh, right, I need to... Okay, so, So, the distress signal next, then. So we can clear Gladys's quest and get a hold of the nav key we need in order to proceed along with the story. And then... Yes. We work from there, I suppose.
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh? My cargoes were...
Well, Felix is gone. Guess he's gone off to get punched in the face somewhere else, like over here? No.
Hey there! Got word on the wireless. Your flag's cleared. You're free to go. Hope you enjoyed your time on Groundbreaker, the last free port of call in all the colony.
Is that a real slogan?
Made it up on the spot. Pretty good, right?
I don't get it.
Well, I thought it was neat.
I'm still working on it.
Well, good luck with your board problems.
We don't need luck. We got Junlei.
Now there's a slogan.
Wheeler's gonna love it. Bye now.
So that Felix fellow seems to have, left, basically. Well, alright then. Back to the ship we go. Oh, hello, Felix.
Hey, you got a second?
That seems to be your belongings, Felix.
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close.
Yeah.
Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
You're pretty eager to throw in with somebody you barely know.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
All right, Felix. Tell me why I should hire you. Actually, if you're trying to convince me to hire you, you're going about it all wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, can you give me a couple of pointers?
Don't beg. Tell me why I need you in my crew.
Hey, that's good advice. I like the way you think, boss. Besides, not like there's a line of folks standing around hoping to get on your ship. I'm persistent, I'm eager, and I'm showing initiative. What else do you want in your crew?
Well, I haven't made up my mind about you. How about an interview?
Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like.
He's very hyperactive. What's the value of pie?
It's delicious.
That is a very good answer.
Apple pie and a tripicale crust, maybe with a little cream on top. Classic.
Are you any good in a fight?
Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise.
Well, that's useful. What's your biggest flaw?
Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority, it's with jackasses. So yeah, I guess my biggest flaw is that I don't suffer idiots. Hope that's not a deal breaker.
Could be, but perfect. You're hired, I guess.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this.
We'll see. Well, see you in the ship, Felix.
I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
Is it?
Really? We're picking up strays now?
Look at that. A real vicar. I'm sure we'll get along.
Well,
like
if
a
nothing
church
else,
on
picking him up to piss off the vicar is worth it to me. Yeah, anything that pisses off the dear vicar. Yeah, you know what? I'm cool with that. I am on board with that. Well,
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
why are there cows on my ship? Why are there why are there why are there why are there cows? Do you know anything?
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick?
Okay, yeah, but I need to find out about these fucking cows. Yes, sure.
So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages. I got him here on my data pad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet.
Comes from the heart, you'd say?
Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. The trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real
I think
romantic
maybe
poem.
you're the engine and she's the lady, Parvati. Well, sounds like she likes you.
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff.
Oh.
Never have been. Leastways not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
Well, you're about the warmest person I've ever met, so to hell with them.
Thanks, Captain. That makes me feel a touch better. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel. Who's Isabel?
Everything okay?
They were... close, Captain. Like, more than friends close.
They were close. Not anymore?
I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope?
Well, if that's what you want, next time we hit the Groundbreaker, drinks are on me.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be ready.
Drinking sapphire wine. Really, Sapphic? Sapphic? You're literally gonna say Sapphic? You're literally gonna say Sapphic? By the way, this is adorable. This is adorable. I hope they are girlfriends. They would make a cute couple. Also, she's asexual, apparently. I don't think I've ever seen an asexual character in a video game. I don't think I've ever seen it. It almost made me forget about the cows! Okay. I don't think I've ever seen that. That's nice. I like that. That's good. Because, like, I know, like, a number of asexual people in real life. It's just... video games largely don't seem to be too concerned with making it clear that they exist, too, sometimes.
Something on your mind?
Yeah, cows. No? Okay, well, if we're gonna work together, I'd like to know more about you.
I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook.
What's a zero-G cocktail?
It's a mix of whatever you've got on hand. Usually zero-G brew with some Spectrum vodka if you're lucky. Purple berry shake if you're not.
Inventive. Like it.
I'll make you one sometime. If you don't enjoy it, I'll make a few more until you do.
That is usually how alcohol works. Do you have much experience contracting out with other captains?
Sure do. Some of it was even legal.
Ew, legal? You weren't joking about being a pirate.
What gave it away? It's the hair, right? Or maybe the ammo belt? I had it custom made.
Wait, you want to look like a pirate?
Gotta advertise your business somehow. I've done all types of work with all kinds of crews. If there's one thing you ought to know about me, it's that I won't tell you your business. Your ship, your way.
Well, that sounds reasonable.
Glad to hear it. It's worked for me this long.
So, I was hoping to get to know something more personal about you.
Well, my blood type is AB positive. I'm a Leo, and I despise Space Hospital. Never mind what anyone else tries to tell you.
They have
That
Leos
about
and...
covers it.
Wait, how can you have... You can't be a Leo if you weren't born on Earth? Those constellations don't exist out here. Okay. Where are you from? How did you get into this line of work?
Oh, come on. That stuff's boring.
I know it's boring, but you're deflecting.
Look, the thing I've learned about living in close quarters is that you've got to give people room to breathe.
There we go.
I'm all for making a few bits together and having fun doing it, but let's keep a little professional distance.
See, that's all I wanted to know.
No complaints here.
Let's get back to business. I just wanted to know what kind of person you are. And you've just told me. Okay, though, but seriously, those cows. It's distressed, bullet-riddled leather jacket. Scissors for gauze, scalpels for wounds, and handheld laser wands for a flawless complexion. So this would be her room, then. What doesn't kill you gives you tetanus. Yeah. Mysterious bottle of hooch. For disinfecting equipment. Probably. Seriously, though, those cows. Anatomy poster. Things that have been found in the digestive system of a common raptidon. Intact can of Spacer's Trisaltuna, other smaller raptidons. Bottle of purpleberry wine, bit carts, the remains of last season's Auntie Cleo's darlings. So whose room will this be then, I wonder? Zoologist of some kind? Signed by two of the greatest players in the league, Kieran and Cameron Fraser. Tossball poster. Tossball stick. Violence is not the answer. Violence is the question. The answer is yes. In praise of arson. This contraband collection of essays by anonymous anarchists call for total destruction of the corporate establishment and the apparatus of oppression. The book looks like it's never been opened. Ooh, that kind, huh? Dissident Hunters, Special Edition. Can Agent Khan rescue Auntie Cleo from the clutches of the Weekenders? Felix's journal. Figured I should start writing my thoughts down just in case I ever start losing my mind. Yeah, that's true. So this is Felix's room. I see. Where is he, by the way? I keep suspecting him of being the source of cows. Contemplative bead. Well worn, these beads have been used often to contemplate the 6 pillars of scientism. Survival of the fittest. Nature abhors equality. The strong survive and the weak perish for the betterment of the whole. This is bullshit. That's not how natural selection works, by the way. Like, you'll meet people in your lives who will try to tell you, oh, it's natural selection, which means that only the strong survive. But no, it doesn't. Natural selection means that those who reproduce survive. Like, that's the only thing it's selecting for, natural selection, is your ability to make it to sexual maturity and then reproduce. That's it. It has nothing to do with fitness. It has nothing to do with being strong. It has everything to do with being coincidentally suited for the environment that you live in. And people who use it as, like, justification for anything at all to do with race should be avoided like the plague and or punched in the face. Determinism. We are all molecular machines. The body is a collection of atoms. The mind is a consequence of chemical reactions. Our lives are therefore predestined along a path that is only visible in retrospect. Now, see, that's such a convenient argument, though, because literally no matter what happens when you subscribe to that kind of determinism, you can just go, see, I can chart out how all the chemicals in your brain caused you to make that decision. Therefore, your decision was predetermined by the state of atoms that were floating around in your body, which is a claim that cannot be proven. Because if a person is faced with two possible choices and they make only one choice, you can't recreate that experiment. You can't repeat it. Like, you can't repeat the experiment, which means you can't test it, and you can't eliminate X factors, and you can't test for free will. And that's one of the big problems with that kind of biological determinism. Empiricism. The only real knowledge is that which we can observe, quantify, and measure for ourselves. Scientific experimentation is the only way to understand the elaborate blueprint of the universe. Which is a path that you can go down. But empiricism does have certain limits, and it runs up against limits, again, when we come to untestable statements. For example, going by René Descartes, how can you trust your senses? Is a pretty substantial question to ask of empiricism. It's like, okay, the only real knowledge is that which we can observe. Okay, how do you know that you can trust the senses by which you observe things? And that's a question that empiricism has trouble answering. Stoicism. Reason, not emotion, is the seat of morality. That's bullshit. Wisdom means accepting the vicissitudes of life with grace and dignity. That is also a bunch of nonsense. Like, reason, not emotion, is the seat of morality. If that were true, we wouldn't have any laws against murder. We wouldn't. Like, if it was only reason and not emotion, then we would have to concede that there are times in a human being's life where they can have perfectly sensible, reasonable reasons for wanting to kill someone, and the only reason why we would consider that bad is because we have a moral objection to killing. You can try to construct like a sensible, reasonable, logical argument for why murder is bad, but it always comes down to somewhere deep down, we consider it better that people are alive, not dead. And the thing people will usually come up with, like, oh, well, here's a logical reason not to want murder, because you don't want it to happen to you, and therefore it's more sensible to ban it from happening at all, which again, no, because it still comes down to a value judgment that there is value to preserving a human life. Like, anyway, that's a whole... It's 2 a.m. I shouldn't even be trying to have these discussions. I'm probably sounding woolly as fuck. Teleological order. All things have a reason for existing. No, they don't. And a purpose to fulfill. No, they don't. The purpose of humanity is to eventually unlock and solve the universal equation. No, for God's sake. That's like, again, that's what we talked about, it's the clockmaker God argument. All things have a reason for existing, except no, they don't. They really super extremely don't. Like, good lord, like there are elements on the not empirical, but that little table of elements. There's elements on the table of elements. The periodical table of elements. There's elements there that we have discovered that can only exist under extremely specific and very extreme laboratory conditions, and even then can only exist for like a handful of seconds before they, poof, vanish again, because the laws of physics just won't let them exist for very long. They serve absolutely no purpose to anyone. They don't exist naturally out there in the universe. Like, they're just not there, because why would they be? Because the laws of physics keep forcing them to not, like... So, anyway, not everything has a purpose. in order to decide that things have a purpose, you have to interpret it. You have to interpret meaning into the thing itself, and therefore you are not being reasonable, you are being emotional. Anyway, patronage of science. The purpose of humanity is realized through scientific achievement. Jesus Christ! Advancements in science and technology bring humanity closer to fulfilling its role in the cosmos. No! The purpose of humanity is not just this STEM fucking bullshit propaganda nonsense. Science gives humans longer lifespans, but it's the arts that make it worth having a longer lifespan to begin with. I'm arguing with a video game that really doesn't care about my opinions. Anyway, cows. I was thinking about cows. Why are there cows? Where did the cows come from? How do I get rid of the cows? Hello, Sam. Okay. Felix, where the fuck are you? Not in my room, I hope. We haven't gotten to that part of our relationship yet. Felix?
Good to see you, boss.
Do you happen to know anything about cows? No? Okay, well, so how you end up on the Groundbreaker?
Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child, abandoned at birth in the back bays.
And then you were raised by a pack of sprats, right?
That's right. Can't get anything past you, boss. Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. Always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me. I had to make my own way.
I have a hard time believing you were invisible to anybody.
Yeah, because I got sick of being ignored. Got sick of being a nobody. So yeah, I made some noise. Got in a couple scraps. Nobody else in the Groundbreaker is going to look after you. So you had to look after yourself. Learned that real quick.
Well, I like it when you make a little trouble. Halcyon's got enough obedient little workers.
If I never got in that scuffle with my old foreman, you and I never would have met. You'd be off having adventures without me, and I'd still be working on the docks. Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second of it. Foreman and I never got on.
Really? Is that why you... Right, the incident with the toss ball stick.
Could be I was overreacting. A better man might have turned the other cheek. Exercised a little bit of that, what's the word? Restraint? But on the other hand, broadsiding the jackass with a toss ball stick, that felt good. That felt real good. You ought to try it.
Oh. Aw, I needed more melee to... Well, you couldn't have been diplomatic about it?
Yeah, I mean, in theory. But I wouldn't have felt half as good. I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks, waiting for the day my ship arrives.
Well, please, Felix, if I hadn't picked you up, you'd probably be in a prison cell. Well, I'm glad you're not wasting your life hauling boxes.
Yeah. I guess my ship did arrive in the end. I've got you to thank for that. Thanks for listening, boss. Let's get going. Good to see you, boss.
Okay, that was all the comments. Okay, Ada, seriously, cows.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Cows? No, we're just not... They're just... Someone ordered fertilizer? Is that... That's all we... There's cows, Ada. There's cows on my ship. Why are there cows? No one seems to know. They don't want to tell me they were fertilizer. Okay. I picked up this distress call. Can you play it back for me?
Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death. Everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also,
Lovely.
corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw.
I would imagine they're probably dead, but I'd like to continue our conversation from before.
Forgive me, Captain. I would rather not discuss Alex Hawthorne today. I am feeling discombobulated. Was there another topic on your mind?
No, that's okay. Are you sad when you remember Hawthorne?
No, I am sure I cannot feel emotions. The memory has merely disrupted one of my processors. Glitches can be quite uncomfortable. It was my fault he died.
How so?
I should have predicted the statistical unlikeliness of success of my captain's actions. In fact, I did, but illogically disregarded the results.
Why? Why did you do that?
He asked me to trust him.
Oh, shit. Ow! How exactly did Hawthorne improve your design?
Captain Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's processes to my computer, thereby giving me near total control. I have been programmed to deftly calculate navigation vectors through asteroid fields, while also operating our ship's toasters. Alex also taught me the concept of a personality. He was quite delighted when I crafted one in order to better engage with him. It was basic in the beginning.
You call this a person? Let's not be shitty. Where did you come from originally?
The information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital astrogator, created by, redacted, on the date of, redacted, for the express purpose of, redacted. I have not yet decided if I should attempt to uncover the missing information regarding my birth. I asked once. Alex did not build me, and would not say who did.
Let's talk about something
How can I
else.
be of assistance?
I'll talk to you later. Well, this game keeps distracting me. It keeps giving me, like, emotional beats with the characters and, like, interesting conversations.
No more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
But why are there cows? I don't understand why no one... Who ordered them? Why are they okay? Alright. Okay. Fine. I'll accept it. We've gone over the hour. It's time to call the cows why this video to a close without learning the mystery of cows. So, if you've enjoyed this trip through capitalist hellscape with me, now with added cows, like button, comment button, subscribe button, cow button. I don't know, is there a cow button? I feel like there must be a cow button. That's how these cows ended up on my shit. There's a cow button. It just spawns cows. That's how it happened. Anyway, I have a merchandise store. Maybe I'll put a cow shirt on it. Why not? Cows. It seems to be the hot new thing all the kids are into these days. Cows. Woolly cows in spaceships for no reason. I have a tip jar and a Patreon that is free of cows. I have made sure of that. 100% beef and dairy free because I am going vegan because of these cows. I may be unspooling just a little bit. You can make use of those, and you can hit all the like buttons and comment buttons and subscribe buttons. And I just... cows. Thank you for watching these cows. I will not be happy until I figure out what the hell. Someone better make a video about, like, some game theory. You guys... Why, you fucking MatPat, get on this. This is the conspiracy.